One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcats offense has the ball first today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. Be interesting to see what they do today.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Parker. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Bearcats will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Mountaineers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
Got it in the middle. It's Cook. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And a really nice setup here to take a shot if they want. 3 receivers to the right. Pressure coming. The sweet feet buy a little time. Brings him to the open. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They'll give it to Johnson. On the move at the 30. Off to the races to the right. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
7, West Virginia, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Give to the running back. Got a little space. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's Cook. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. With jet sweep pass. Nice move there. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Caught near the sticks. It's Cook. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Got room to work. Turning it on. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get to the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Hawaii is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Oahu, one of the more majestic places to watch a game in all of college football.
Dropping back, it's Van Buren.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UNLV. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Grab near the marker. It's Ward. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Now on first down from the 40. Leaves it with the back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Kent. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mountaineers trying to cash it in on first and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Let's go! Let's go! On second and goal, he carries again. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Number 30.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Bearcats come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
He unleashes a long one. Makes a grab deep. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? The Bearcats look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw, it's Parker. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Using his legs to buy some time. Finds space on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Quarterback making checks. Just keeps slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. Fires and picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. To the air, it's Parker. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Trying to turn the corner on the left. Powers through the defender. Oh, he's just steamrolling the defense. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. The Mountaineers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Shelton. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. The Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. And the quick shuffle pass.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This offense needs to avoid getting in its own head, getting domed up with its play calling in the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mountaineers are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disrupted and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on second down.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Number 12.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Cincinnati, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You got to love edge rushers. These guys in 4-3s, they are guys that can penetrate, get in the backfield. Watch the right end get in there so quick. Does a great job rushing the quarterback, knowing when he gets there how to get that dude on the ground. Give me my sack.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Rides the back on the option to give. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
These situations in football come up all the time. You practice them all throughout the week. Short yardage, gotta have it situations. I am not bringing my punt unit on the field. I gotta bow up, prove to my team, to my unit, to everybody out there, I can get this 1st down. Let's go.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. To the air, it's Parker. Grabs it in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Offense in a bunch formation. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Card in the backfield, it's Johnson. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Bearcats want to crank the tempo. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
He'll take it on the return. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively 1st half. And if you thought that was a quick 1st half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Bearcats will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Starting this 3rd quarter on the ground. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. They'll give it to the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25 and pick up a 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Offense getting set for first down. From the gun, running back on the move. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. It'll be 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. Makes the catch. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Mountaineers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Kent. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The Mountaineers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the...
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Wisconsin delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Madison. Thing is, this was a road victory. And a win like this is going to resonate throughout the Big Ten. Big implications today.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. They'll run the sneak for it. The Bearcats are flying down the field. Off play action on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Power football with the run. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, it's Parker. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Cook. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. That pass is incomplete.
Well, that was the guy the quarterback wanted to go to right from the jump, but a better job by the defense in coverage forcing the incomplete.
Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. He'll run it again. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air, it's Van Buren. Throws to the back. Makes the grab on the left.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. And the Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got enough for the 1st down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Working that left side. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give on the inside. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Mountaineers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, West Virginia. And they take it in for 6 more points. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
35, Cincinnati, 17.
He'll bring it out. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Back to pass, it's Parker. Grabbed in the middle, it's Grover. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He'll do it himself. Plows through the defense.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the handoff. He breaks a tackle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. With the catch, it's Kent. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. Turning it on! Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Give to the fullback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And with the lead in the 4th quarter, this offense has to run the ball, and it's not just going to be the tailback. That time they give it to the fullback. Don't be surprised if you see them.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is because, as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Complete to the right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking downfield on first down. And the Bearcats want to move quickly. To the air. It's Parker. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
2nd down coming up.
Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got his man to the left. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up. The give to the tailback. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the fourth quarter. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.